Good morning everyone. Today I was thinking about how fundraising event works and then I remembered the case of Symphony of Peru Foundation. This organization is responsible for children who are interested in learning about music, but they have social and economic problems. So his creator, who is a notorious artist in Peru, created this whole project in order to raise awareness of the lack of education in music in the poorest regions of the country. They tend to produce these live music events in order to catch people's attention and gain funds. And it's so effective that it's a great example of how you should do your fundraising project. You know, one of the best options to create a fundraising project is to create it live, as a live event, such as a sport event or a live music concert. This is because this make the funding entertaining and also you can catch people's attention. This is so effective that people will donate you without a doubt. Another option is donating via social media because because creating a fan page or a website it will be very successful and gets a lot of hits only if they have a good schedule and an interesting topic to talk about. In that way, you can raise awareness about your main problem you're dealing, and also you can catch people's attention. And fundraising events can have a lot of benefits. At first, understanding the real objective can support your campaign by itself and make it clear to all the members. And about them, this is such a great experience that volunteers can develop their personal skills through teamwork and responsibility. However, these kind of events are not usually perfect. The main problem about them is the lack of publicity. Because if you don't have a good publicity about it, people will not get interested in, even if you're talking about a real problem for your society. And also, another problem is that these kind of projects are so difficult that people can easily give up. In those cases, you have to remember that you can cope with all this effort by yourself. So it's important you try to estimate how much how good you will need during the process of the event. To sum up, our fundraising event is such a challenging decision that looks like a failure in most of the cases. Everyone actually will feel hopeless about this even before they start. Although this will be successful only if every member of the organization is prepared enough to cope with this challenge. You have to remember that most of them are organized by volunteers with little support from the local government. And despite that, volunteers and organizers of the fundraising can have a great experience as long as they believe in themselves.